Okay, so I went into Normal thinking it was going to be something simple, like a chill, small town movie I could half watch while scrolling on my phone. Yeah, no. This movie said, "Put your phone down, babe. We're doing chaos today." So Bob Odenkirk plays a sheriff, but not even the main one. He's a substitute sheriff. And I don't know why, but that makes it funnier to me because he really just came in to cover a shift and ended up fighting for his life. Like, sir, you should have stayed home. The town is literally called Normal, which is already suspicious. Because in movies, if something is called normal, it's about to be the least normal place you've ever seen. At first, everything feels kind of slow and ordinary. He's just doing his job, talking to people, trying to get through the week like a decent human being. And I actually liked that about him. He's calm, fair, not trying to be some dramatic hero. He's just a good guy. But then a bank robbery happens, and that's when everything starts to feel off. People are acting weird. Conversations feel dodgy. There are little details that don't make sense, like things being locked that shouldn't be locked, or people avoiding simple questions. And you can tell he's noticing it too, but he's not jumping to conclusions. He's just quietly putting things together. And I loved that part. It felt very real, like that slow realization of, okay, something is definitely wrong here. The movie is written by Derek Kolstad, who worked on John Wick, and you can feel that influence later on. But it doesn't copy it, it just borrows that idea of one man stuck in a situation that keeps getting worse.
Because once the truth starts coming out, it's like, yeah, this town is not just weird, it's corrupt. And now instead of doing normal sheriff things, he's trying to survive and figure out who he can trust, which is basically no one at this point. The first half of the movie is honestly my favorite. It's slower, more focused on mystery and tension. You're seeing everything from his perspective, noticing small things, feeling that uneasiness build. It kind of feels like being in a place where you don't belong, but you don't know why yet, and that tension really pulls you in. Then the second half shifts more into action. And don't get me wrong, it's fun. There are shootouts, chaos, and moments where you're like, okay, now we're really doing this. But it's a little less smooth compared to the first half. He starts teaming up with different people along the way. Some of them are people he normally wouldn't trust at all, but now they have the same enemies. So it's like temporary friendships for survival. At one point, I'm not even kidding, it felt like he was building a team like it's a video game, just picking people up along the way like, you're useful, you're coming with me.
There are also some unexpected cameos, which I won't spoil, but they add a fun little surprise to the movie. And yes, the movie does get violent, but in a way that's kind of entertaining. Not too serious, not too heavy, just enough to keep things exciting. There is one shaky camera scene that stood out to me, and not in the best way. It was a bit distracting, but it's quick, so it doesn't ruin the experience or anything. Also, can we just appreciate Bob Odenkirk for a second? Because he's really in his quiet but dangerous era now. Like, he's not loud, he's not flashy, but when things go down, he handles it. It kind of reminds me of that whole Liam Neeson phase after Taken, where suddenly he's just the guy you don't want to mess with. By the time we get to the final act, things get a little crazy. Like, everything escalates pretty fast. I was low-key like, okay, we're doing a lot right now, but at the same time, I was still entertained. It never gets boring, and that's honestly what matters. Overall, I had a really good time watching Normal. It's not perfect, but it's interesting, it builds tension really well, and it has just enough humor and action to keep you engaged. If I had to describe it, I'd say it's somewhere between Nobody and Hot Fuzz, a mix of small-town mystery, action, and a little bit of dark humor. Definitely worth watching if you want something that starts off calm and slowly turns into chaos. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment, like, and share for more updates and reviews.